Well, hello, I'm Dr. William Eidelman. I'm a naturally oriented medical doctor here in Hollywood, California, and I'm speaking on the phone with Sean. And Sean is a patient who has an interesting treatment that he'd like to share with us. And so, Sean, I'd like to ask you, what's the nature of your problem and what's the big change that's happened to you?
Let's see, I have AIDS. I've had AIDS for 20 years now. I've had a really hard time taking the meds during, I've actually been taking the meds for close to 11 years now out of that 20 years. And I recently discovered the Rick Simpson hemp oil, and I started taking that.
And that's been how long?
Let's say I started actually ingesting it for about, I would say, 3.5, 4 months. And before,
and so what's happened?
Just my energy has came back. I'm able to sleep better now. Instead of getting up all night long with my neuropathy, I have peripheral neuropathy, and I'm able to actually get a full night's sleep and wake up in the morning. I'm able to get right up and start doing my daily activities instead of getting up and going.
Good. So your energy is better. Now let me ask you this though: your actual condition's improving too in a big way.
It is.
So tell me about that. How that's about the nature of that. How you know that?
Well, I know that because, like I said, my energies came back. I'm constantly getting people that tell me that I have energy like a teenager. They see me up being active, that they haven't seen me doing that for years. A lot of times I'll have people walk up to me in a store and ask me what have I been doing because I look like a totally different person. And then I explain to them what I've been doing, and it's just, it's helped me be able to eat my food now. I'm able to take my pills on a regular regimen. I'm able to stick to my regimen.
And your blood tests are coming out better, right?
Right. I have a 0 viral load now, and I've had one for it's been a few years now. It's been a 0 viral load, and when I had switched from, I used to smoke the Rick Simpson oil, and smoking it had a lot of good benefits as well. But I figured if I could cut out the smoking aspect of it and eat it, I would more than likely get more of it in my system by eating it instead of smoking it. And so
well, the Rick Simpson oil is very concentrated, right?
Right.
So much more concentrated than what you would get even from smoking.
Right, exactly. And so it's just, see, when I first started out, I was taking, a really low dose, and I started noticing, I started feeling better, my energy came back, and I kind of increased my dose over time. It took me only about a month to be able to go up to the full gram amount. And I was able to do that pretty easily, and now I'm able to do a gram a day, and I'm able to still function okay and do my chores and function as you normally would in it, and I barely feel it anymore. So I guess I've become kind of acclimated to it.
That's good. Okay.
And then all I have to basically do is just smoke now and again to help with the breakthrough pain or the breakthrough nausea that comes now and again. So I've been able to reduce my smoking by, I would say, half.
Okay.
So, that in itself has helped because I have asthma. And so just by cutting down the smoking, and plus I noticed the Rick Simpson oil itself helps really good with the asthma.
Right. Well, cannabis is known to be a bronchodilator, and usually even people smoking it, some people can't smoke it at all with asthma, but many people can, and they say it helps.
Right. Yeah, and I used to notice that too when I'd start having an asthma attack. If I would take a a small hit, it would actually open up my bronchial tubes and I would be able to breathe again.
Right.
One thing I just got to say is it has been a miracle for me. You know, like I was telling my partner earlier, I started shopping for a walker because I had a hard time walking. With my neuropathy, it was getting so bad that, my signals weren't getting down to my legs. When I'd go to stand up, the signals weren't getting down there. And I would either not be able to get up, or when I'd get up, they would stagger and stumble and sometimes fall. And now I don't do that at all. Now I'm, instead of shopping for a walker, now I try to shop for a parking spot that's kind of further away, to kind of walk a little further.
Okay. So, it's just remarkable how well you're doing, and that's great.
I know. It's just, I'm so happy right now. It's just done a lot for me. And I've noticed too, that I've started jogging a little bit. Just, not big time, but a little bit. So to kind of build up my legs a little bit, and I've started the exercising program. And the neatest thing is I'm starting to get my muscle mass back. And I've tried to do that for years. I've tried to get that. I've lifted weights. I've eaten high protein, all these other things, and nothing would work. And ever since I started taking the Rick Simpson oil orally, in the doses, everybody's looking at me going, wow, your muscles are starting to come back, and we're starting to notice that your weight stabilized. I used to have a problem where I would go up in weight, I could gain 10, 20 pounds and lose it in less than a week. And just do that just all the time, up and down, up and down. And now I notice that I stay really constant within a 5-pound area. So it doesn't really seem to go up or down. It's just really close, that same weight.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you're on the cutting edge of the breakthrough in this new application of cannabis medicine, so that's just fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what happens. Yeah, and there's one more thing I wanted to mention. My roommate, he takes a small maintenance dose. He's also a card holder. He went in to have his eyes checked because he thought his eyes were getting worse. And actually his vision in both of his eyes has improved. So I guess...
You were mentioning that before. That's amazing. So it'll be great to really apply this therapy on a wider basis and see what kind of great results can happen.
Yep, I agree. I'm really excited. So I like everybody I see that has a chronic condition or a terminal illness. I've been telling them about it and, ask them to research it a little bit and give it some consideration, especially being that they smoke it.
Right. Well, maybe we'll put together some kind of a mechanism where people can do this and then report centrally what their results are.
Right.
Keep up, make a kind of a grassroots campaign, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Unintended, so.
Yeah, that would be great.
So is there anything else you want to tell us?
Well, no, I think that about covered it. I guess we could always...
Well, it was a pleasure to talk to you, and we look forward to seeing where all this goes.
You bet. Thank you much, Dr. Edelman. It was a pleasure to talk to you and an honor.
Well, thank you.
You bet.
Ditto for you.
Thank you.